What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the second episode of the Norwich City Career Mode. First things first, before we get on the way, I want to thank you ever so much for all the support in episode 1. You guys are absolute legends. Now, if you haven't gone and watched episode 1, I highly advise you do. We got a lot of transfers done. We started our first game in the Premier League against Liverpool, which we won't talk much about. No! Nevertheless, there's a lot of positives to take. We actually played quite well against Liverpool to lose 1-0. And second thing second, you guys in the comments absolutely smashed it. Of course, I left you guys with 26 million transfer budget for me to go and make one final transfer. What did you do? What was the top comment? You guys want me to sign Moses Odovajo. I don't know why, but we're going to do it. Oh look, the club recently acquired the player, so they aren't looking to negotiate to leave. There you go. Thank you. Either way, looking at the votes in the eye last episode, you guys smashed it and you said we go scout the future stars. So I'm probably going to allocate myself one per year. I just wanted to make sure with you guys. So scout future star, we could bring back some possible huge talent for Norwich, which would take us all the way to the end of this career mode. We'll have to wait and see. I guess we'll have the information more on the future star in about a week or so. You guys also voted in the eye last episode that we do hold on to Todd Campbell. So I will indeed hold on to him. And who knows? He's 74 rated. He's 21 years old. So to be honest, yes, he probably is going to be one of our big players for this whole career. In terms of the other top comments though, Alfie was up next and he said sign a Nang in goal, which we're not going to do because we have got Sherp and he's our backup keeper now. But he also said go get Phillips from Leeds to play CDM. Now, I'm actually very tempted to do that, and considering it was the second top comment, of course, I am going to go do that because right now we're playing a 4-2-3-1 narrow. We do need as many good CDMs as possible, but most of our midfielders actually aren't necessarily the best defensively. Tribal's probably our best out-and-out CDM. Roop, 66 defending, not the best. Teti is getting much older, so we need to get in a young face, and that is going to be Phillips.
Nope.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, man. How many times can this happen to me? So it turns out all the top comments have turned out to be an absolute failure because we can't even sign them. Except Connor has gone and has said, put as much money as you can into youth development so it works in the long term, especially with the worst side. So I do completely agree with that. And what we're going to do right now is that we're going to go sign 3 youth staff players. And you guys, of course, commented as well where you think we should go and send the youth staff. So I'm going to go all out. James McAvoy right there. You already see. He's a 5-star scout. We're going to go sign him up. We've got a 4-star 5-star set with Alberto Rinaldi. So these guys are going to bring in a lot of fresh young players. And our final scout is going to be a 4-star scout with Jules Martin. Alfie said go to England or Belgium. So I am going to indeed go to England with our 5-star scout looking for some homegrown talent. Philo Petit Aziz said send your scout to Peru. So we're going to go to South America looking for some talent over there as well. And Tyler, the legend himself, asked if we could send our scout to Australia. Of course, I'm Australian ourselves. I would love to get a good Australian in amongst the Norwich squad. So we're definitely going to do that. 3 months in Australia. Let's go. So that leaves us with 17.83 million transfer budget left. What am I going to do in the meantime? I'm going to have to make my own signing because the ones that you suggested me, the ones that you liked, we can't even get. Also guys, really quickly, I said in the first episode as well, but this is your career mode as much as it is mine. So there'll be frequently votes up in the eye where you guys will make important decisions for the career mode. And also, you guys have got to get commenting down in the comment section down below and get liking the comments that you see because of course, that will also determine the outcomes for this career mode. So looking at the squad, yes, I totally agree with you guys and I feel like we definitely do need to get a very solid CDM in the club. So 17.83 million, guys. We can get a very good CDM with that money. I'm going to go, and with the power of editing, in 1 second, you guys will see who we're going to go for. So right now on my transfer hub, I've got quite a few CDMs which I want to try buy. Declan Rice, though, is very hard for me to go sign him because, of course, I love him at West Ham already. So I'm probably going to try steer clear of that one. Gabamin is definitely going to be the most expensive one, except he just moved to Everton, so I don't think we can sign him. So it's in between Hamza Chowdhury or Idrissa Doumbia. Now, it's a tough one, guys, but I'm going to try get Idrissa Doumbia. Try get a little bit of, like, different leagues in there. So, obviously, he's playing in the Liga NOS right now. It would be interesting if we could go and sign him. So, we're going to go and approach the guy. You've got to be kidding me. Why does this happen to me every goddamn time? Hamza Chowdhury, please join the club. Okay, so we're on to something now, lads. The big Afro man could be joining the club right now. Now, obviously, I'm a little bit nervous here because I actually don't know what Chowdhury's value is going to be like. So I'm going to start off with a transfer fee of 10 million. That's where I usually start off. I'm a bit scared because I don't want to overpay. But at the same time, he's 21. He's got about 74 rating at least, I think. I don't know. What are we saying? I probably overpaid. On the bright side, though, we have ourselves in our hands. First things first, He's got an insane afro. You know what? I'm actually going to move my webcam really quickly so you can see what he looks like, because the afro is awesome. Look at him. I mean, he's an absolute god. Look at that afro right there. I'm telling you right now, a bird's nest could fucking be in there. All right, we're going to go negotiate his wage. Hopefully they just come in with an offer and I can go and accept it. I probably overpaid. But look at us, having our fine dining meal. Please don't walk out tonight right now, because this guy has got to have the sexiest afro alive. Like, genuinely. Look, for us, he's probably going to play an important role, so surely you should be happy with that. Come on. Bang. Perfect. Let's try a 4-year signing. I don't want to go too crazy, but I think a 4-year should probably be reasonable. And there we go. They've offered a release clause. I'm just going to go and accept it. As I said, if they're putting the offer on the table right in front of me on a silver platter, I'm not going to turn it down. All we want to do is sign this guy, to be honest, at the end of the day. So let's talk money. I've got to decide his wage. Oh my god. Now the problem is it doesn't even tell me his current wage. So what do I go with? Like 50k a week? I don't know. Is that too much? And a signing bonus of, I don't know, like 500,000? That's I don't even know. What am I doing? Definitely overpaying right now. I'm definitely overpaying. But the main thing is, we've gone and got our CDM. Chowdhury, Hamza Chowdhury, welcome to the club, mate. As you guys can see right now, he's 74 rated. So to be honest, he's pretty good. And considering that our lineup is fairly low rated, I think he's probably going to slot right into the starting lineup. So we're going to quickly get rid of Teti right there. And Chowdhury is probably going to be our starting CDM with Tom Tribal right there. So I think it fits in quite nicely. And to be honest, he's got some decent stats. And if we go over look at his traits really quickly there, dives into tackles, CPU AI, I don't even know, but that's pretty cool. 88 aggression, pretty good. Doesn't compare to my rage, probably not. Oh, no! So you guys also may notice, I've got 7.3 million transfer budget left. Now I can actually go and buy one more young talent that we can hopefully go build up over the next couple of seasons to be a starting player. So 7.3 million, I'm gonna decide what kind of offer we'll go for and what type of player we'll go for. But in the meantime, we're going to simulate and we'll probably get on with our next game in the Premier League. Hopefully in the meantime as well, we can get our Scout Future star player back. I've just got an email regarding the release clause for Tom Tribal was 7.9 million for the Spanish team. I think that's IBA. I mean, I don't know, man. That's actually quite a hefty fee. So I'll probably consider that later, because I mean, 8 million, that would be like an extra 6.5 million to our transfer budget. That would be very helpful. And again, Tribal's 26 years old. Is he going to be one of those long-term players for the club? Not really. Just for this one season, he's going to be able to start. And a loan offer for Max Aarons, of course, we're going to go and reject that offer, because he is going to be our main right back for the club. Another day, another training session, and to be honest, the boys have done all right. Nobody's increased in rating though. As you guys can see right now, coming up on our schedule on the 17th, we've got a game against Newcastle. Tom Tribal has officially sold, and he has left the club. So we've got 6 million left to our transfer budget. I didn't even know that he was actually had a release clause on him. So that's really interesting now, guys. We may have to get another CDM, but we're going to have another 13 million. So it's a possibility. So our first game of the episode is home against Newcastle. Our second game in the Premier League. Can we get our first win, our first result? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, guys, if you are enjoying this series, make sure really quickly you do subscribe to the channel and you like the video. It would mean so much to me. All the support in the first episode, as I said before, has been awesome. Can we keep that up for the second episode? I hope so. Without further ado, though, let's get in to the first game of the episode, home against Newcastle. That's our lineup, guys. Of course, Hamza Chowdhury is making his debut for the club. Look at that beautiful, luscious afro. I love it, lads. I absolutely love it. And of course, Newcastle on paper are probably at a similar level to us. So let's go and see what they're running. Of course, they got Dubravka, Manquillo, Lejeune. I don't even know how you say that name. You guys were bagging me out with my pronunciation on heaps of the names in the first episode. I apologize, I'm working on it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has gone and signed for the club with Joel Linton up front. So that attack is looking pretty solid. Winks as well. So that is very decent. I think, honestly, Newcastle have got a little bit of a better side than us. But Carrow Road, we got the supporters, we got the home fans. If you guys can possibly help me out with chants, knowing chants with this club in the comment section down below, that would mean absolutely so much. But without further ado, let's get a kickoff. Let's go. I can't even speak properly. Let's go with kickoff at Carrow Road. Our first game at home. First game of the episode. Let's do it. Emilio Buendia is how you say it, not Buendia, because that's what I was saying in the first episode. Chowdhury with his first touches of the ball. Let's go out wide into Todd Campbell. We've decided to hold on to him, and he's holding on to the ball nicely here. Can we get across in the middle? Early on, we're putting on pressure on the Newcastle defence. We're going to get a corner. Oh no, oh, and Niakate has completely dropped the attacker. That was very lucky because Newcastle could have very well been away there. Jamal Lewis is going to go back to Niakate, and we're just going to build it back through the midfield. Chowdhury is going to see the lovely through ball over the top. That is stunningly played, and we're going to go for a low-driven cross, and it's well defended by Newcastle. Threatening forward here by Newcastle, and their first chance they've put away. 1-0, I've been diving around like nothing else in the defence, and they go and take their first chance. Of course, they're clinical in front of goal with Joel Linton and Calvert-Lewin up front. 2 new signings for the club, and they've just gone through us right there. Tim Krul had an outstanding game last episode. Unfortunately, he's not able to keep up the pace there. Could have he saved that? Possibly. He was fingertips away from it. Home fans not happy here, lads. We've got to change that. Jamal Lewis with the head. Pookie plays it on to Todd Cantwell. Todd Cantwell's going to play it back to Duda. Nobody's with Duda, unfortunately, but Pookie's going to be the one to get there, and we have got the ball. Chowdhury has got the ball into Cantwell. Falls nicely to Duda with a finesse shot, and it is well blocked by the Newcastle defence. It's a lovely play there by Newcastle in the attack. And they are threatening going forward, and they've just scored an absolute banger, man. Oh my word, Joel Linton is having an insane game. Same with Calvert-Lewin. The score's 2-0, and Krul yet to touch the ball except picking it out from his own net. You can't really expect too much from that. Joel Linton got an inch of space right there, and he just took opportunity of that. Look at that shot right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely insane. Calvert-Lewin's got the ball here into the striker. I believe that was Joel Linton. He almost got a second goal there. We've actually been all over Newcastle in terms of possession with 65% to 35%. They're just taking their chances, to be honest here. Just wait for that chance that Teemu Pukki gets. There we go. Good space here, boys. See the run. We still got the ball. Okay. Buendia. Probably going to play it out wide now. We're still lucky enough to have the ball. I'm going to go drag back here. Look for the cross. And we do get the cross off. Todd Cantwell at the back stick. Falls to Chowdhury. We've still got the ball here. In the Duda, over the head. Duda's going to get the shot off, and it's over the bar. And Newcastle got another chance. This well blocked by Niakate, though. I am not conceding a third. I refuse to. Quite a frustrating half, guys. If you look at the stats, yes, Newcastle have had quite a few shots. If you look at possession, we've actually played a lot of possession here, lads. So it has been a frustrating game. We've been choking Newcastle down in the midfield. They've just been hitting us on the counter, making the most of their chances. Tribal was obviously a big loss to the team. We're going to have to see what we can manage around that situation. But Hernandez, we've got pace on the bench, guys. I'll probably bring him on for Todd Campbell later. Leitner, however you say his name, will probably come on for Rook or Duda. And then I may even get Ida up top for Teemu Pukki, just for a little bit of fresh legs. He could offer, he's obviously 18 years old. He could offer maybe a goal or two. Okay, boys, defender. There we go, Tim Krul. Tim Krul, use your feet here, son. To Godfrey. Out wide to Max Aarons. Max Aarons into Buendia. Lovely through ball there, boys. We could have a chance here, but Teemu Pukki has not got space. But can we? We've got to run at the back stick. Cantwell gets the finish off. The score's 2-1. We're back in the game, boys. Well played there. And funnily enough, we actually hit Newcastle on the counter there, starting off with a lovely through ball from Max Aarons through to Buendia. He had the pace. Teemu Pukki was not making the run. Well, he was, but he was very far behind, as you guys can see right there. I was lucky enough to see Todd Campbell towards the back stick. Puts it away very nicely. 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. The fans are screaming at Carrow Road. You love to see it. And that indeed is the first goal that we scored in the career mode. Todd Cantwell is the one to score it. Of course, I asked you guys, do we keep him, do we sell him? You guys told him that we keep him, and already paying off. Newcastle looking threatening here forward. They've got men here. What are we going to do? Come on, boys. Defend here. Defend. Oh, it's beautifully played, and it's beautifully structured by Newcastle. Was he offside? Calvert-Lewin was not offside, and Tim Krul has made a crucial save that's keeping us in the game. 58 minutes have been played, guys. I think it's time for a triple substitution. We need pace on. Of course, Todd Campbell did score the goal. I'm actually going to go leave him on. In fact, I'm going to go and play Campbell in the centre. He's not the quickest of players. 74 pace. What I'm going to do is that Duda's going to come off for Hernandez. He's got 85 pace. I'm going to bring on Adam Ida for Teemu Pukki off the bench. So that's going to be Hopefully good. I mean, he's a young prospect, man. 18 years old. I'm already excited to see how he plays. And for the last sub, I'm going to bring on Marco Stiepermann for Rupp as well. Just get some fresh legs on, of course. He doesn't necessarily have the best work rates, but hopefully he'll slot in nicely in that CDM position. I know he's very versatile. 6'3" as well. Max Aarons. Look at this pace by Max Aarons down the wing. He is uncatchable now, lads. I don't even know where Buendia is, but Max Aarons is here, and he has got absolute rapid pace. He's going to cross it in nicely to Teemu Pukki. Forced to Todd Cantwell, wants a second, and it's well saved by Dubravka at his near post. Jamal Lewis, the game is on now here, lads. 65 minutes played. Hamza Chowdhury is going to try to push the ball forward now. Todd Cantwell with the drag back. Of course, he's playing in the center of the park now. Goes to Adam Ida with his first touches of the ball. Lovely drag back into Todd Cantwell. Todd Cantwell, what's he going to do here? Is he going to make a chance of it? Into Adam Ida with a lovely touch. Unfortunately, can't quite get around his opponent, but that should be a throw-in by us. That is a throw-in. Joel Linton is coming off for Dwight Gale for Newcastle. So Newcastle have got a very, very, very deep and strong attack. Dwight Gale coming off the bench. Wow, you would have thought he would have been starting. Buendia. Of course, he's definitely our best dribbler on the ball, and you can already tell that with this display. In the Marco Stiepermann. Goes back to Buendia. Just looking for an opening right now, which unfortunately we can't get. But Buendia gets an inch of space with the finesse shot and is well blocked by the Newcastle defense. They've been solid for the most part of this game, I cannot lie. Chowdhury sees the pass of Onel Hernandez. He has got pace, and he has got heaps of pace. Look at him go right now, Hernandez. He's off to the races. He's going to cut inside nicely, get the shot off. Well saved by Dubravka, who's covering his near post quite well. Onel Hernandez. Into Marco Stiepermann, who's going to push it forward now. Into Buendia. Buendia goes to Hamza Chowdhury. Into Todd Cantwell, who's going to take a long shot here. It's a lovely shot at that. Just misses the far post. This is very frustrating, to be honest. I think we do deserve a second goal here, especially with how we've been performing over Newcastle in the second half. I've sent the boys to ultra attack, and we need all men forward now. We're not going to take another loss in our second game of the season, especially when we're only 1 goal down. Well intercepted by Jamal Lewis here, boys. We need all men forward now. Hernandez has got the ball. Hernandez has got pace. He can get past Manquillo. He can get past him. Come on, boys. We need men in the middle. We need men in the middle right now. Buendia at the back stick. Into Max Aarons. And Dubravka's claimed it. He's spilt it. Chowdhury has got to win this header. He does. And it's gone right to the Newcastle defender. Can we get one final chance here, though? Could we get one final chance here? Has he blown the whistle? The referee has blown the whistle as soon as we are about to go forward with Ida. That could have been a goal. Obviously, a very frustrating first game of the episode, but to be honest, again, there's a lot of positives to take. We scored our first goal. Again, with Norwich, it's going to be difficult, guys. It's going to be very difficult to stay up in the first season, but there are a lot of positives, as I said. Emilio Buendia had an outstanding game, getting an assist. Todd Cantwell got his first goal for the club, his first goal for the series, in fact. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not too bad indeed. 8 shots to 9 shots. We had 56% possession as well, so a fairly 50-50 game. Chowdhury put in a great performance in his first match. What do you make of such a strong debut? He was pretty good, man, I must say. Chowdhury definitely good at dispossessing players of the ball. In terms of actually going forward and passing, he's not necessarily the best. But I'm going to go say he can offer us more because he's a good player. Difficult game today. The players seem to be lacking confidence a little bit. I'm going to say our confidence is solid though, because to be honest, we actually haven't been playing well. We're making chances. We showed that against Liverpool, and again, we showed that again today against Newcastle. I guess it's just converting those chances. How do you explain not managing to get the goal that would clinch the draw? We'll go and say we can and should do better, 100%. Despite us losing our first 2 games of the season, you look at our manager rating in the top left corner, it's a 90. So I guess there's a lot of positives to take. And we're doing something right. Another training session, ladies and gentlemen, and pretty good all around the block. Max Aarons has gone up to a 74, and Kjell Sherpen has gone up to a 69. If we go and have a look at our transfer budget really quickly, 13.73 million. So we're going to, of course, use that to buy one more player in this transfer window. And as I said before, I do want to try get one more CDM because in terms of midfielders, 1, most of them are quite old, and 2, I mean, we don't really have any CDMs. Rupp is more of a box-to-box centre defence, more of a box-to-box midfielder. Stiepermann, probably more box-to-box as well. Leitner, more of a box-to-box. And Teti is 33. As much as we love him, we need a young centre defensive mid to partner Chowdhury in the centre defensive mid position. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to go for sign a defensive midfielder. Now, in the meantime, I've gone and listed an absolute ton of CDMs that we could potentially get. Ronaldo Vieira, Diawara, Sumare, who I know a lot of you guys suggested me to get. You guys can see the list goes on and on and on and on who we could actually get. I want to try and switch things up a little bit though. I could go and get Sumare and guarantee myself a player who is going to be a beast in the future. But this guy caught my eye, Diawara. I know he's already like 75, 76 rated. He looks like he would be a beast at centre defensive mid.
Mission failed!
Of course it says that. Of course. My next option, guys, is Weston McKennie. Of course, guys, he is very, very, very versatile. 6'1", can play centre mid, centre defensive mid, centre back. He's from the US, which is also very exciting. Can I buy him? Yes, I can. Now, be in mind, I know I have 13 million right now, and McKennie is probably going to be quite a bit more, but what I'm also trying to maybe possibly do is maybe I might go offer a player swap plus an extra transfer fee because, of course, there's a bunch of CDMs in the club / centre mids who we really don't need to use anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off by offering a player swap just for one of our midfielders. I don't know. Well, let's go with Lucas Rook because, to be honest, 28 years old, he's got a decent value. He's our best value midfielder. Hopefully, they're going to offer him and then a son plus a player cash deal. That is absolutely perfect, ladies and gentlemen. 11.2 million on the line. That works absolutely perfectly. Lucas Rook, see you later. Weston McKennie, though, is going to be joining the club in a player swap, plus 11 million. So, that's really good news for me. All we have to do now is negotiate his wage, which should be fairly straightforward. I'm hoping that they do put the offer right on a plate for me. He wants the crucial first team role. I totally understand that because he probably is, in fact, going to be maybe even the highest rated player at the club. So this is exciting. We've got 97 wage budget as well, so we should be fine. A 5-year deal, absolutely ideal. I've just gone and switched my webcam so you guys can see what's going on in the top left corner. I'm not going to propose a release clause because I don't want to risk anything. They say 33 million. Look, if they're going to put an offer, again, as I said, I'm going to accept it. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing here. So I have to put in the wage. Of course, you put all the pressure on me. Okay, what if I say 70 and this is stonks right here, and I give you a signing bonus of 400,000. Yes. Say yes. Fair offer. 200 IQ right here, man. I definitely overpaid. Nevertheless, though, that is 100% our final signing of the first transfer window. And guys, to be honest, we have absolutely smashed it out in terms of transfers. I think we've done a good job. I don't know where... Oh, McKennie's already in the starting lineup. There you go, because of course he's replaced Lucas Rook. He's already 76 rated, ladies and gentlemen. And he's 20 years old only. He's going to be awesome. Looking at some of those stats right there, man, that is absolutely crazy. 92 jumping, he is going to be a god in the air. 83 stamina, 83 strength, 82 aggression, 82 heading accuracy. He's also decent on the ball as well, if you go have a look at some of those stats. So, I'm excited. He's got the giant throw-in trait, which is very interesting. But all around, guys, he looks like he's going to be perfect in the centre defensive mid position. And then again, also, especially since we don't necessarily have the best of centre backs as well besides these two, he can also, if one of the players are injured or one of the players are tired, he can fill in at centre back. So 2 days remain until we have our third game of the Premier League against Chelsea, which of course I am not expecting to win, but you look at Chelsea right there, I've only got 1 point from 2 games played. So we'll have to wait and see. Our scout future star could also come back. We'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, no information on the scout future star. So we are going to, in fact, get into our second game of the episode. We are going to play 3 games per episode, guys, as I said in the first episode. We're probably going to start a fairly similar starting lineup because it seemed to work fairly effectively, and this is probably our best lineup we can actually play. I'm going to indeed give Adam Ida a start up top though, and I'm also going to give Duda a bit of a rest because he hasn't been amazing for us, especially last game. Hernandez has got a lot more pace, and Campbell I think will also be able to offer us a lot more in the center of the park because he doesn't necessarily have the best pace. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is our full starting lineup for the third game of the season, home against Chelsea at Carrow Road. Let's get into it. I just looked at the Chelsea starting lineup and they actually have gone and signed Andre Belotti, so that's quite interesting. Besides that, they've got a fairly similar lineup to what you'd expect them to have. But anyway, guys, let's start kickoff. Is he offside? Belotti's got the ball. Chelsea have a shot from deep, and Tim Krul, that quite surprised me, but Tim Krul has adjusted well and he's made a good save. McKennie, one of his first touches to Todd Cantwell. Hamza Chowdhury, out wide to Lewis. We're holding the ball nicely in the midfield here, lads. Playing good possession. Chowdhury. Cantwell. Back to McKennie. Holds the ball. Back. Good play here by the boys. Lovely play, in fact. Can we get the 1-2 going with Buendia? We can indeed. Look at Buendia. You know what? I'm going to go near post. I'm going to go near post. Why not? It's a good shot. It's an okay shot, I guess. But we can't get a chance from it. Ariza Block, a good save. But we've still got the ball here, lads. Chowdhury. Todd Cantwell. Into Adamaida. Well tackled, though. But we do have a free kick, guys. And it's in a very, very, very dangerous area. Of course, there's only one man for it. And that is, of course, Emilio Buendia. I'm going to go for that right corner. That is looking very, very nicely here. Can I go and get the finish? I don't think I can because I think I've stuffed it up. And I've stuffed up the free kick. I've stuffed it up. The thing is with legendary difficulty though is that you never know when they're going to snap and they're just going to turn absolute beast mode and make a chance. So I have to be always very well aware in defense. As it's well crossed in, and there you go. Is he offside? He's not offside. Of course he's not offside. What did I say? I always jinx myself, don't I? I say, oh, you've got to be prepared for when they go and make a chance. Of course, they go and make a chance and they fucking convert it. Andrea Bellotti with his first goal for Chelsea, and of course he's gone and done it in the air. He is quite good in the air. The frustrating thing is though, is that all 3 games that we played so far, we actually haven't been dominated by Legendary. Against the game against Newcastle, we deserve to get at least a draw in my opinion. To concede a 90th minute goal against Liverpool, we probably did deserve to get a draw as well. So, look, we're only 1 goal behind. Hopefully we can change that. Todd Cantwell. McKennie. Chowdhury. Adamaida. That's a foul, and again, it's in a very dangerous position. We've got a second chance here. Azpilicueta's gone and got himself a yellow card as well. So Buendia needs to take opportunity of this chance. This has got to be from like 21, 22 yards out. 21 yards out here, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Buendia, he is definitely our best free kick taker in the team. Of course, we're looking at that top right corner. We want a piece of it. Buendia, this is looking nice here. Come on, Buendia, up and over the wall. It's an easy save. It's an easy save for Azpilicueta. Get it out, boys. Niakate, what are you doing, son? What are you doing, son? Oh my god, it's hit the post. Pedro has had an absolute banger. And Cruel had the reactions of an 80-year-old in that situation. I don't blame him. That shot was powerful. Half-time whistle blows, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the score is 1-0 to Chelsea. But I'll go and show you the stats. We probably do deserve more. As I said, guys, it's all about conversion of chances. 4 shots for possession. Again, we are dominating. Against a team like Chelsea, you would not expect that. Just got to make sure we do not give the ball to Bellotti. And oh my god, the ball has fell right back to them. Why? Because they go and make the tackle and it falls right back to them. Every single time. Every single time. Look at this play. They go. Ben Godfrey makes a tackle. Oh wait, I'm just going to bulldoze right through him because that makes sense. Marcos Alonso has practically run the whole pitch and scored. Got to be joking me, man. Max Aaron's going to push the ball forward with that pace now. See the opening for Buendia. Buendia's got pace to get away from Alonso because he is old and he cannot run. But Buendia's got pace because he's young. Go on, lads. Cross it in. Near post. Bruh. Can I get a finish? It's gone in. It's somehow gone in. I don't know how. It's been an absolute mess up in the Chelsea defence right there. We'll take it. And we get a second goal. Our second ever goal. With Onel Hernandez. And it's again from a cross. I don't even know what happened there. I think Hernandez hit the ball into the defender. And then let's have a closer look right here. So Hernandez has the shot. It hits Azpilicueta. And then it goes and hits Azpilicueta's foot. And then Hernandez finishes it. I don't know if that's an own goal or if that goes to Hernandez. But I think Hernandez is claiming it. The main thing is though, we're back in the game. The score's 2-1, lads. We can still get a result from this game. 100%.
A few moments later.
It's good agility by Pedro. He crosses it into the back stick. Well cleared out, boys. Can we get the break now? Duda literally gives them the right back the ball as soon as he comes on. And the balls come right back to them. And of course, they're going to score. Because that's every single thing that they do. They get the chance, they finish. I get the chance, I miss it. No, not a... Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me, man. It's so frustrating, man, but as I said before, this career mode is going to be one of the hardest things because, of course, me being an awful FIFA player, playing a legendary difficulty, which I think is fair given that we actually are making chances, but with Norwich, on paper, one of the worst teams in the Premier League, it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard, but, you know, avoiding relegation is the priority this season. If we can do that, that's a win for me. The whole purpose of this career mode is to build Norwich into a superpower, and of course in the first season that is not going to be achieved, but we're setting the building blocks. We're setting the building blocks, and to be honest, we are making chances. We just need to work on converting them. Hernandez in the Steepman. Can we at least get a chance here? Timu Pukki on the volley. We'll take one. 4-2 as a score, and at least we're making chances, man. Finally, Pukki puts it away. Of course, we did bring him off on the bench, and he is going to be good because he's 77 rated compared to Ida. Unfortunately, not yet. He's going to be our starting striker, and Timu Pukki has proved that he is capable of finishing with that goal right there. Full-time whistle's obviously gone, guys. You guys can see right there. And with the 2 shots we actually had on target, both of them went in. Chelsea, the deserved winners at the end of the day. I just need to get better at converting my chances. In terms of match ratings, Buendia got man of the match once again. He has been awesome down the wing. I think, honestly, with Buendia, though, we just need a little bit more pace in him. He's not necessarily rapid. And also, I might even try using him on the left because cutting him on that right foot would work quite nicely. Let's have the post-match interview, though, and see how that goes. Can he put in a great performance in his first match? I mean, he conceded 4 goals, if you can say that he contributes to the defense. So I don't want to say that he played good. He can definitely offer us more. Despite scoring the goal of the last goal of the game, it still ended with your team losing. Who was to blame? They were the better team at the end of the day. They took their chances. We didn't take our chances. Simple. Well, it was always going to be a tough fixture considering the quality Chelsea have at their disposal. But what were your thoughts on the performance? Not our best performance. Our opponents were the better team. We'll bounce back from this. We'll bounce back from it. You guys can see our manager rating's gone all the way down to a 72. Our next game is in the EFL Cup against Southampton. Now, I'm going to ask you guys up in the eye. I am indeed going to simulate this game, ladies and gentlemen. But I want you guys, for future reference, let me know up in the eye right now, do we simulate cup games or do we play them? And also, maybe I might add an extra possible answer up there. We played the cup games as long as it's against a tough opponent, for example, Southampton. But for this one, I'm just going to simulate because Premier League is what we're focusing on. We also have been given the confirmation that Grant Hanley has sold to, I believe, the French team Angers SCO. I don't even know how you say that. We've also got an offer for Christoph Zimmermann, which I'm going to go and delegate. Start the offer at let's say, we'll say 5.5, and don't sell the player for less than 4.6. We'll do that, and hopefully we can get something positive back. Because Zimmermann, he's 26. I said I wanted to hold on to him, except he's got like 40 pace, and no offense, I'm not going to play as centre back. He's got 40 pace. There you go. Fenerbahce have agreed to pay 5 million for Zimmermann, which in my opinion, honestly, is fair enough. I mean, 73 rated centre back. He's not going to play for us, really, is he? Anyway, guys, our first simulation, again, the Carabao Cup against Southampton, and we do lose 3-0. Wow. Well, I guess you could say there's a little bit less weight off our shoulders, but at the end of the day, I mean, losing 3-0 to Southampton, not necessarily the best, is it? Transfer deadline day approaches us, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game on the 31st, though, of course, as I said before, against West Ham, who are coming 17th. So that's more at our level, guys. Aston Villa are actually below us, though, on goal difference. So let's have a quick look at the table right now and see what's happening. So Aston Villa, of course, below us on goal difference. Burnley is still on 0 points as well. If we have a look towards the mid-table, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And in the top 6 right now, Arsenal, Spurs, United, Everton, Man United, and Liverpool. West Ham away, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the episode before transfer deadline day, although we will do transfer deadline day really quickly after this because we have completely finished with our transfers. We've absolutely smashed it, in my opinion. I'm still playing a bit of a different starting lineup right now, guys. I've given Godfrey a break at centre-back. I'm starting Tetty at CDM. McKennie is going to be playing centre-back for us right now. And also, you guys will see, I'm actually starting Buendia on the left because I want to see what he can do cutting in on that right foot because I feel like he may be able to offer us a little bit more. Sherpen, the young goalkeeper as well, starting for us as well in net. So I'm excited to see how he goes. 5-star weak foot, 6'8". Away at London Stadium against West Ham. First things first, Arnautovic, you don't count because you left the club and you're a snake. But Antonio and Declan Rice, if I do beat you this game, it's just a one-off, okay? It's just a one-off. I'm doing this for the career mode. I now love Norwich, okay? They're the rules, okay? I'm no longer a West Ham fan just when I film this career mode. Look at Sherpen, the absolute unit right there. You can't even see his full head, he's that big. As you guys can see, some of the West Ham lineup, Haller and Lanzini. Let's have a look at their full lineup though. Of course, Lucas Fabianski starting a goal. They've signed Hysaj, the right back from, I believe, Napoli. Shane Duffy as well, Tom Soucek and Declan Rice, the 2 holding centre defensive midfielders. Mikel Antonio, they actually had, they said he scored 2 goals in the last game he played, so Fairly strong lineup, of course, lacking a little bit of pace in defense, which hopefully we'll try and exploit. And that, of course, is our starting lineup as well. Something a little bit different, I thought I'd give it a try. So hopefully, away against West Ham at London Stadium, we can get our first result of the season, the final game of the episode as well. Lee Anderson menacing down the wing. We're going to go head it out, though, and it's unfortunately gone right back to Souček. Souček, what's he going to do? Declan Rice on the ball here. It's good play here by West Ham. And they're going to cross the ball in right to Haller, and it was a wide open goal pretty much. He really should have scored that. The defense is just left absolutely open. Haller has a wide open goal. And I mean, that miss right there pretty much sums up his season in real life. Knowing Haller though, he'll probably score a bicycle kick later in the game because that's what he seems to do in real life. Lanzini looking menacing forward here. Plays to Declan Rice. Out wide to Mikel Antonio. Looking to get a cross in. He does get a cross in and he's left wide open. Wide open. Wide open. And Haller, of course, again, I contradict myself. I jinx myself. I do all that stuff. And he goes and gets a goal. It's not going to be easy, ladies and gentlemen, especially when you cannot control your players' positioning when they're crossing the ball in. I mean, honestly, what are they doing right there? Why isn't Max Aarons, I don't know who that is, but why isn't he marking him? Why isn't McKennie marking him? What is he doing? What are you doing? Heading the air? No, you're not. You're meant to mark Haller. I know he's big, but don't be scared, mate. You're big as well. Lewis, good passing here. They're just the better team right now in West Ham. We're going to get it forward. Let's go, Duda. Duda. There we go, Buendia. Can we hit him on the counter now, though, lads? Good pass over. Can Duda get there? Unfortunately, he can't. We have to try and exploit the slower defense with Shane Duffy and Issa Diop. Let's go, Cantwell. He doesn't have the best of pace, but he has got enough to get past Aaron Cresswell. And we are away now, lads. We are away. Can we possibly get another chance for a cross? We're going to cross it into Pookie, and no one's unfortunately there. And it's well intercepted by Max Aarons. We're going to go play the switch over. What are you doing? Oh my god, they've hit the crossbar. Thank the Lord. Hopefully not a goal we can concede before half-time, ladies and gentlemen. McKennie's got to get back into his position. He thinks he's playing a CDM and he's not. Haller goes and lays it back, and there you go. It's a second goal for West Ham. I don't know what's up with this defence, and I'm annoyed because they're so out of position all the time, and we're just letting West Ham just run right through us like we're not even there. It's frustrating. As I've said a million times before, this career mode is not going to be easy. It is going to be very, very, very hard, especially with my skill level on FIFA. But some things are out of my control, and that's frustrating because I can't necessarily control where the defenders are positioned. And a lot of the time they're in dreamland and they're not marking the other players, and it's frustrating. Second half though, final half of the episode. Can we possibly get a comeback? It's going to be difficult, but we're going to try our best. West Ham are just all over us, man, and I cannot even argue because this has been the best. It's funnily enough, I know, it sounds very biased as me as a West Ham fan, but West Ham have played brilliantly, and we, to be honest, haven't been able to break them down the whole game. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. I can't wait our next game to play Man City. I can't wait. End of the game, 3-0 is the final score to West Ham, guys. Honestly, I would apologise, but West Ham genuinely have been dominating us this game, and it was different, man, because compared to the other games, I just couldn't get a chance that whole game. It was really difficult, as opposed to the game we played against Chelsea, as opposed to the game we played against Newcastle and Liverpool. We were making chances consistently. I can prove, obviously, that legendary difficulty is a good level, and it is realistic as well, obviously, because Norwich, you're not going to expect them to turn up and win every single game. What went wrong? The team, they were the better team, 100%, and it just is what it is. Haller was one of the best players. I mean, in real life, I've got other things to say. But in the game, yeah, okay, fair. So, of course, really difficult episode in the way of how we played so far. I'm going to wait until we get our future star back, guys, to see how he is. Transfer deadline day. I'm going to really quickly show you what we've done in the transfer window. So, as a whole, we've brought in Niakate, Chowdhury, and we've also brought in McKennie, but we've also got a loan deal on Kjell Sherpin. We brought up Rook, Closer, McLean, Varanic, and Tom Tribal. So I think we've had quite a positive transfer window. We've brought out obviously a lot of our midfielders, but then again we've brought in a lot of young good players as well, who hopefully will prove to be very good. Unfortunate news news, Zimmerman's transfer deal hasn't worked out. Manchester United have gone and put an offer for Buendia. There's absolutely no chance I'm going to sell him. He is a god. I've also got a transfer for Teti, but I am going to go and reject it because I think as a backup CDM, he's actually okay. And also, as I said, I do want to keep some of the senior players in the team. So, ladies and gentlemen, transfer deadline day is officially over. And if you guys have a look right there, well, first things first, our scout has returned, but there's a total of $812 million being spent. What's Leighton really saying really quickly? I'm disappointed. Yeah, okay, cool. Keep working hard to improve. But this is what we're excited about, ladies and gentlemen. We have got our scout, our future star back, which was the whole purpose of me continuing this video. Who is it going to be? What position is it going to be? It's a left mid by the name of Reece Bailey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he's only 15 years old. He's got a potential which is actually a little bit low. 68 to 86, I was not expecting that. But either way, his overall rating is already 62 and he's 15 years old. So I'm going to work on upgrading him a lot, obviously, in the player development, in the training, which I'm going to do right now. We're already getting some training into Bailey and almost getting him to a 63. So hopefully, guys, he's going to be our next future star, as long as he has good skill moves, good weak foot, and okay work rates. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the episode off here, of course. Terrible episode in terms of performance-wise, we're at the bottom of the table, but of course, there's a lot of positives to take as well. We had a pretty good transfer window, in my opinion. And of course, guys, make sure you get voting up in the eye. Make sure you get commenting down below. Any suggestions, any tactics, anything like that which would possibly be beneficial to the career mode, please let me know in the comment section down below. Although I haven't asked you specifically this episode, that doesn't mean that you can't comment. Please comment, guys, because I'm struggling right now. We're on 0 points. If you are new to the channel watching this, please, guys, if you could hit the subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. And of course, guys, I'm going to try to smash out this career mode at least 3 times a week. That's the aim, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in episode 3. Peace.
And I don't know where I'll go, never backwards, only forwards. And I don't know where I'll go, never backwards, only forwards.
Life is just one big road, take the wheel cause you're driving too slow. Yeah, damn right, we live in a fast lane, here for the play, but never the game. Just